Hi, I'm James, and in this short video we're going to take a look at the new features in Multipoint Server 2012 dashboard. This is the tool that we provide to help typically teachers have visibility and control over what's happening in the classroom. So if we look at the dashboard, you'll see that we still have these thumbnail views of everything that's happening on the desktops in the classroom. You still have the ability to block and unblock them to get the student's attention. You have the ability to configure web limiting to allow certain sites or disallow certain sites. You have the ability to project your desktop out to the students to illustrate how to do a particular task. New with 2012, we have the ability to effectively have a student digitally put up their hand, start a private conversation with the teacher so that the teacher can assist them with whatever they're trying to do. This is great in a case where a student might be too shy to admit that they're struggling with a particular task. So from the student desktop now, I can launch this private communication interface with the teacher and ask for more help. So here you can see that this student is asking for some help, so I can respond to that student privately and ask them what they need. The next step in terms of new collaboration tools that we're providing is the ability for the teacher, if that student is still struggling, to actually go in and take control of the student's keyboard and mouse to physically show them how to accomplish whatever they're trying to achieve. So if the student needs additional assistance, the teacher can actually take control of the student's keyboard and mouse. So what we're looking at here is actually the student's desktop that is being controlled by the teacher. So in this case, I'm just going to launch a browser, help the student find more information. So to sum up, what we've done with 2012 is extended beyond the visibility and control features of Multipoint Manager over Multipoint stations and PCs in the classroom to include collaboration functionality around private teacher-student communication and actual remote control of the student's workstation to illustrate how to accomplish a task. Thank you. Hi, I'm James, and today I want to tell you a little bit about the new features in Multipoint Server 2012. In this first video, we're going to talk about the new options for deployment of Multipoint servers into your environment. Just as a reminder, we still support the traditional, very low-cost means of creating Multipoint workstations. So here we have a couple of monitors that are directly connected to the host PC that's running Multipoint Server, along with USB hubs, keyboards, and mice to make very affordable workstations. We also have USB-connected Zero clients that take the video, keyboard, mouse, and audio and deliver that over a single USB cable. We also have a USB over Ethernet Zero client, which is basically doing the same thing but passing it over a network instead of over the USB cable so that you overcome that 5-meter distance limitation associated with USB. Of course, we have traditional thin clients using the remote desktop protocol to connect over the wire. Could also be legacy PCs that are connected over the network as well. What's new for 2012 is two different types of client deployment. In the first instance here, we have complete instances of Windows 7 or Windows 8 running in their own sandbox on the same PC. Here we have two of them. The reason this could be interesting as a deployment method is if you have, say, an old application that won't run in a multi-user environment like Multipoint Server. If it needs its own complete instance of Windows, this is a way to deliver that while still having very low-cost workstations connected up to the host PC. The last option that we have that's new is actually having the same multi-point visibility and control over a complete standalone PC. So in this case, if you want to have a mix of low-cost multi-point workstations with laptops, desktops, any full PC, you can have the same visibility and control over all of those. Over here you can see we're using Multipoint Manager to manage all those different types of devices, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in one of the upcoming videos. So to sum up, what we've got now is the full array of direct connected monitors, keyboards and mice. We've got USB connected 0 clients. We've got USB over Ethernet 0 clients, traditional thin clients connected over the wire, standalone virtualized instances of Windows all running on the same box, as well as rich PCs that are all being managed by Multipoint. Thank you. Hi, in this short video we're going to take a look at the disk protection feature that is part of the new Multipoint Server 2012. This feature is really beneficial to PCs that are in public places with multiple users because as changes are made to the system, applications get installed from the internet, malware might wind up on the system, we're able to basically wipe those changes out instantly on every reboot. So let's say that I have my Multipoint system here set up exactly the way I want. I've got all the applications that I want, everything's set exactly as I want it to be. If I want to preserve this state, it's as easy as going to enable disk protection in Multipoint Manager. If I click OK, it is going to reboot the system and put it in a state that will flush any changes that are made on each reboot. So we'll reboot the system now and show you what the effect is. So here we are back from our reboot, and we've gone back into Multipoint Manager. Now you can see that we have disk protection enabled. We gave you a couple of options now. One of them would be, for example, to automatically pick up security patches in the middle of the night. Of course, we're going to let you do that. But, you know, what is this feature actually doing for us? So let's use this prank as an example of a malicious file. And let's say that a student has got access to the PC and wants to move that file into the startup folder. So that file is going to show up every time the system boots, and the child's going to have a laugh at the teacher. Now we're going to put in another reboot, and let's see what happened to that file. Okay, so we're back from our second reboot now, and if we go take a look for that file, you'll notice not only has it not launched, but it's actually gone from the startup folder. So that's the benefit of turning on disk protection and preventing changes to your system. So there you have it. With disk protection, a very simple way to keep your Multipoint servers exactly as you want them to be. Thanks. Hi, I'm James, and in this short video we're going to take a look at the new features in Multipoint Manager for Multipoint Server 2012. Multipoint Manager is the user interface that we have for the people who are going to set up and deploy Multipoint servers. A big new feature with the 2012 version is the ability to manage full rich client PCs that happen to be in the same environment as the Multipoint server and any Multipoint workstations that you have. So this gives you the ability to have the same visibility and control over a rich PC as you have over a Multipoint workstation. So the way this works is we have a connector included in the product. Just copy that to a USB fob, copy it to the rich PC, and from there, that PC will become discoverable when I click on Add or Remove Personal Computers. Another really important feature of Multipoint Manager that's new is called disk protection. And this is a feature that allows changes to be made to the PC during the course of the day as students bring in USB fobs that might have spyware on them or are installing applications off the internet that you don't trust. With every reboot, it instantly takes the PC back to a known good state. The virtual desktops feature of Multipoint Manager allows us to go beyond having Multipoint server sessions associated with workstations and actually have full-on instances of, in this case, Windows 8 Enterprise that are running on the same box while driving the very low-cost Windows Multipoint workstations. So if you'd like to try these new features in Multipoint Manager and start managing mixed environments of PCs and multi-point servers, try disk protection or the virtual desktop feature, feel free to download our evaluation version, which is available at the Microsoft Download Center. Thanks. Hi, I'm James, and I'd like to show you a new feature in Windows Multipoint Server 2012 that's called Virtual Desktops. Now, Multipoint Server is an operating system that allows multiple users each to get their own Windows desktop running off the same PC. However, sometimes we run into situations, particularly with older applications, that haven't been written to be used by multiple users at once, where that application wants its own instance of a full operating system. With the virtual desktop feature, we allow multiple instances of Windows 7 or Windows 8 to be running at the same time on the same box, so that each application can have its own operating system. So to take advantage of virtual desktops, in Multipoint Manager, we go to the Virtual Desktops tab. The first option we'll be presented with is enabling virtual desktops. That will reboot the computer and enable everything that's required to take advantage of this. To save time for us, I've already done that. More importantly, the next step is to create a virtual desktop template. So this will be the basis of each of the virtual desktops that will be associated with the Multipoint stations. So we'll kick that off now. You can either point this at a share where you keep your golden image of Windows 7 or 8 Enterprise, or you can point it at the DVD that's in the DVD drive. Okay, so now we have a template that we just created, and the next step in the process will be to customize that template with the applications and the settings that we want to be available to all users. Okay, having made the customizations that I want to do to this template, all I do is go to the desktop and double-click on the Complete Customization icon, and Multipoint Server will take care of the rest. And the last thing we need to do, now that we have our customized template, is to actually associate that template with the Multipoint Server workstations. So if you run into an instance where you have some piece of software that you really need to run, and that requires its own operating system, Virtual Desktops is a solution for you. Thanks.